Well, life has been doing what life does, and I'm finding myself running completely out of time to get all the lovely handmade gifts done. But if you're like me, I've collected 4 very fast and easy stocking stuffers that I'll be making during the next month, and I want to share how you can do it as well with maybe some resources and materials that you could have laying around in your own sewing room. Welcome back to Vox Atelier. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. I'm Vox and I'm here to share with you today the 4 fast and easy stocking stuffers that I'll be making during this month. You may hear a little kitten running around crazy in the sewing room. He's currently closed in here, is quarantining until he's completely vaccinated and can be sent out of the sewing room. That's also the reason why I don't have a best space to film right now. He may kick the camera off. I hope it doesn't, but now you know if that happens. Yeah. So now I'll be sharing with you these 4 lovely gifts. I think these are very fast to make if you're running out of time, but they still can look very lovely, and I'll share different versions that you can make depending on the materials that you have in your sewing room. Before we jump to the actual gifts, let me just tell you very fast about the very nice challenge that is running during the month of November, because if you make any gift, you can just enter the challenge and you can run, the opportunity to win one of the lovely gifts that is also a very nice prize, that is a sewing machine. So yeah, let me tell you all about it very fast, but I'll link down below as well the kickoff video from the lovely Alison from the channel So Like Dottie. You've probably already seen it. If you didn't, I'll link it down below for you. In order to enter the challenge A Gift to November, all you need to do is to sew any present during the month of November and post it any day of the month of November as well in your Instagram account. If you don't want to post because the person might see their present, you can also email it directly to Alison to the, let me just check the email, agtnsewing@gmail.com, and she will count your entry as well. You just need to do 3 things if you post it on Instagram. Don't forget to tag Alison, of course, to use the hashtag AGTN24, and to add what country you're from, because some presents they need to check if they are able to ship them to you or not. For example, we have a very lovely star present, which is, or star gift, which is the Burnett sewing machine. I'll be adding it right here as well, just so that I don't make a mistake, so I'll be putting it up here. So besides the sewing machine, you can get many other lovely prizes. There are many stores that are known to us that are joining to gift some fabric. You have notions, you have some sewing patterns. So I think it's very much worth it to enter if you're making anything this month. So just tag Alison, hashtag AGTN24, and of course add the country that you're from. And now let's go to the actual gifts. And the first one that I'll just take out of the way, it's scrunchies. But with scrunchies, what I'm going to add for you right here is presentation. Because, it's Christmas, presentation is everything, right? We are getting a nice wrapping, nice presentation for everyone. So I make this, let me try to show you, this very nice big scrunchies. And I think these ones are very much the perfect ones to do what I'm going to show you, which is, and I think I showed you this last year as well, pop them into this Christmas balls. The thing with this is, ask me how I know, you need to get the right size of Christmas balls. I think minimum 8 inches in diameter, so that you can actually pop one of these scrunchies in there. You can of course also put some of the, let me get them, the little scrunchies as well, and you can put several ones if you make the little scrunchies like this ones. I'm going to be adding some proper pictures, but let me show you like this. And these ones I think are great to add into this nice cracker. So I'll be putting some lovely images, better images of this cracker. This one in specific is a free pattern by Sew Magazine, Sew Mag, and I'll be adding of course a link down below. So to make this lovely cracker, you can go to their website, download the pattern. There is the pattern to actually cut the cracker, and then they also provide a different one with the images. I really like this one because it has this lovely vintage magazine, vintage sewing magazine images that I really like, but you can print anything else. You can print a very nice Christmas motif, and and then make your cracker if you don't want to print exactly what they are suggesting here. But yeah, this is a very nice one, and you can pop several of the little scrunchies in there and you can give to someone else. About these little scrunchies, I'll be adding down there, I still need to updating, but I have a version 1, I still need to update it to version 2 of the instructions in case you want to make some of this. They take very little fabric, so you can make it out of some nice fabric scraps that you can have from nice dresses that you've made, and you can, make several ones, pop a couple of them into the cracker, and there you go. That's another stocking stuffer done. And for stocking stuffer number 2, I go for a book tote. So a book tote, or you can make as well a book sleeve if you don't add the straps and if you make it a little bit smaller to be more fitted to the book that you're gifting. So if you're gifting any book, this is a nice stocking stuffer that you can add, so they can protect the book with the book sleeve if they're adding it to another bag, or the book tote in case they like to carrying it around. And yeah, this one is very nice. I took the chance to use this embroidery design that I had my eye on for quite a while, and you can make it, and again, presentation. You either embroider something if you can use a collar, a fabric in a collar that I really like, or in a print that they really will appreciate. And there you go. Like this is a book tote and not exactly a tote bag, because for me this has a very simple construction. It has no pockets, and I'll show you some better images. This is just one length of fabric that I have folded. I have serged and then sewed the sides, and then I have serged the top already with the twill tape there. I didn't even cut separate handles for this. I have just cut some twill tape and I serged it together with the top of the fabric, folded it, and then top stitch it. So the construction is not supposed to be very strong. It's not supposed to carry heavy things. It's just so they can carry their book around, and it's a nice stocking stuffer that you can add if you're gifting a book, in my opinion. So stocking stuffer number 3, it is bookmarks, and I have 3 different versions to show you depending on the materials that you have. And version number 1 is this one. This one I made to match the book tote that I've just showed you. This is a design, I forgot to mention, both designs are from Urban Threads. I'll link them down below in case you have an embroidery machine and you want to give it a try. This one is really nice because it's fully finished in the embroidery machine. Even the back is covered, so you don't have all the threads showing. And yeah, this is a really nice one. I really like this one because the dragon is just really funny, and it matches again the book tote or the book sleeve if you make it as a book sleeve. But I have other 2 versions that you can make different ones. This one I made using the sewing machine, even though I still embroidered something on it once upon a time. You can use just fabric. If you have some fabric laying around, you just have to stitch it, turn it around to run, to hide the raw edges, and then top stitch it. And I like to add a little bit of ribbon, satin ribbon, so they can pull it out of the book. And you have, there you go, that will be your bookmark. I'm forgetting the name. And you can make it in a fabric that will match your book tote. And again, you have 2 stocking stuffers. It will be a nice pair to give to the person that you're making it for. And then number 3, this one I made a little bit out of leather. If you're a crafter that is skilled in leather, I am not, but I still made one that I think it's kind of funny. And I had a little bit stamping kit that I bought on Amazon, and I managed to stamp "I'll be back," if you may know the reference, but it was like "I'll be back to that page," as a funny pun that I think my friend will really appreciate. And at the top I stamped some kitty paws. So this is a really nice one. I decided to hand stitch it, which I think was a bit of a mistake because I'm not very skilled at hand stitching leather. This leather is actually thin. I could have done it in the machine, but I think she'll still appreciate it, or I may make another one. So yeah, I'm still happy with this one. And you have right here the 3 different kinds of bookmarks that you can make in case you want to add one of these with the book that you're gifting. I just noticed that I've been saying 4 stocking stuffers, but it's actually 5. So let's go to number 4. And number 4 for me, it's toiletry bags. Toiletry bags or knitting bags. You can make it as one or the other. And I'll link down below one of my favorite tutorials in case you want to make a knitting bag for a friend. And it is this one, for example. And this is really nice. I used some cotton twill and some cotton canvas fabric that I had in my stash. This is actually from a pair of pants that I made a while ago, and I actually managed to do some nice pattern matching at the sides, so you can see And this one is self-drafted, but if I would go back, I would actually follow the tutorial because I had a lot of trouble and a lot of mistakes. But yeah, a toiletry bag is really, really nice. Or as a knitting bag, this one in this size actually fits several balls of, here it is. These are for socks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a really nice size to medium projects like a cowl. It's very nice for socks. So yeah, this is a really nice one, and this is my first version, but let me show you version number 2 that I confess I may keep for myself. Again, I'm going heavy on embroidery this year. I embroidered this nice design that again is for urban threads. I'll link this design down below as well. And on the other side, I took a little bit of a scrap of leather and I stamped my channel there, my initials. Vox Atelier, and I'm really happy with this one, the way it came out, at least in terms of how it looks. But I have to confess, sewing this by not following instructions was an actual mess because I made mistakes several times. So I'll link down below the instructions of a very similar one that you can follow so your bag comes out very well. I would say that if you make it as a knitting bag, a toiletry bag, maybe you don't need to put any pockets. It can be just a little bag, a simple one. But if you make it as a knitting bag, add some pockets on the inside. It's nice to have a place to put any knitting chart, the knitting or the crochet hooks. So yeah, this is a really nice size, and I may just keep this one for myself, to be honest. And stocking stuffer number 5, this is one that is geared more towards children. I made this for my nephews and nieces, but I also gave it to my neighbors so they can pop it in their Christmas trees. And this is to make, Christmas teddies or Christmas toys, and this one is really nice. I make some using my embroidery machine, and I'll share you that one, but I'm also going to share a pattern that you can use to make several versions in your sewing machine. So the first one is this one, and this one I made a bunch last year, and I'm going to make them this year as well. This is the small version. There's another file to make a larger one, and this one is very fast to make in the embroidery machine. I can customize the colors that I use for the scarf, and it's entirely done in the embroidery machine. At the bottom then there is an opening. I use fabric scraps to fill it up, and then with some hand stitches I close the bottom. So I really like make several of these. They are really easy, and again I'll pop the design down below so that you can download it as well if you want. Now number 2, the one that you can make with your own sewing machine, is a pattern by Easily Made Patterns that I'll put some images right here that you can see, and I have it right here so I'll read. You can make a snowman, a gingerbread man, a bunny, or a Christmas tree. These are really nice. You can sew them, then make little eyes there and a mouth. You can embroider and do a little bit of work to give them a face. And if you add a little bit of a satin ribbon, you can pop them on a tree, or you can leave them down below. They are a nice size, so I'll add some images right here so you can see them as well. And I think that a little one would really appreciate one of these. Same as this one. This one I used a scrap from a sweatshirt that I made a while ago, or I've used previously as well some fleeced back sweatshirt in fabric. The fleece, the back part, since it is softer, I use it as the outside for these toys, and you could use that as well as an idea for this one. So you can use some scraps. You don't really need to buy specific fabric for it, and I don't think that it would look really nice. So these were my 5 suggestions of very fast and easy stocking stuffers that you can sew for this holiday season. So let me know down below if you think that you'll be making any of these, if you found something new. I really think that the crackers is something that you can add very easily, and it can look really, really nice. And of course, if you've already posted your entry to a gift in November, because there are many nice prizes there to be won. If you want something else to watch, I'll link up here the link for a gift in November of last year, so you can have more ideas of things that you can make. And I'll be seeing hopefully in my next video. Thank you a lot for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day, and happy crafting.